Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Nerdpocalypse podcast. I'm your host Jay. I'm here with my co-host Micah
Hey,
and Terrence.
What's up?
All right, guys, we're back. There is definitely plenty to talk about this week. Oh boy. So let's get right into it. There is a review up right now for Knock at the Cabin. This is a new M. Night movie starring Dave Bautista and is it Jeffrey Groff, or I can't remember his name. Jermaine Groff?
Jeffrey. What is it? What is his name? Damn, what the fuck is
The
it?
dude from Mindhunter.
Right.
He's very good. He's very good. I like him. It's based on the book The Cabin at the End of the World. So check that out. No spoilers in that review, but it's a short, 5-minute review that I did for Knock at the Cabin. Comes out, by the time you listen to this, comes out on Friday, February 3rd. Terrence, you watched Babylon?
I did. It's what's his name? Damien Chazelle's latest movie. He did First Man. He did what was that?
Whiplash. He did First Man. Oh,
yeah,
I like First
Whiplash and La La Land.
I've never seen La La Land, but I'm okay with that. Go ahead.
Never seen La La Land. Whiplash is an amazing movie. This is his latest film.
First Man is very good too, by the way.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good. This is about the 1926 Hollywood, right before it becomes they start talking in movies. And it spans from 1926 to 1937 or something like that. This movie is insane.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts. It's 3 hours long. The first hour is just absolute chaos, right? This is not necessarily a spoiler. Within the first minute and 30 seconds, an elephant shits on a man.
Okay.
what?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what I did when I'm like, excuse me, what's happening right now? About a minute and a half later, some chick pisses on a fat dude. Because why not? Because it's like a wild orgy sex party in the middle of Hollywood in the 20s. The music is dope. But and from then it just gets insane. It stars Margot Robbie. It has Brad Pitt. I can't remember what the Spanish dude's name is. He was very good. Margot Robbie is always good. And Brad Pitt is just doing his character from Inglourious Bastards. That voice. That's pretty much what he's doing at this point in his career. I went from this movie is insane to this is pretty good to what the fuck is happening to do I like this? I don't know if I liked it. It's weird. I finished it. It's 3 hours long. I finished it and I'm like, that was something. That was interesting. Honestly, I would recommend you watch it just to see how fucking crazy it gets. It's fucking nuts. And it's kind of proves that Hollywood has always been just insane.
Cool.
Whether it's true or not, but it's wild. It's a wild movie. That's all I got. It's insane. It's crazy. But it's a ride. It's a wild fucking ride. That's all I got. And then I also watched the Megan. Megan was fun.
What did you think about it?
I really like that fucking movie. It's a fun movie. It's spinning a lot of plates. It's like what happens when you don't want to raise you don't want to raise children and you just give your kids technology to do it for you. Right. They become attached to it.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Imagine you give your kid a fucking iPad and then you take it away.
I don't have to imagine it, Terrence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to imagine it.
No, this is real life. Exactly. This is not a movie.
Yeah. And I thought that was pretty dope, honestly, that the way they tackled it. Because Marnie, is that her name from fucking in that show? He's she gets this kid dumped in her lap, right? Because her spoiler alert, her parents die in a car crash in the very beginning of the movie. So I guess it's her aunt. And she doesn't want kids. Right? So she's and she's a roboticist, like Micah said.
Yeah, a roboticist.
So she designs this
Dr.
robot.
Christmas Jones just hang out at the smart people convention.
So she designs this robot to basically do the work for her, and like it's the dope piece of machinery, but like it's AI, and as we all know, AI is going to kill us all in the end.
That's correct.
It's a cool movie. I like it. Apparently, there's supposed to be a 2-hour cut of it where it's supposed to be a lot more gory. It's not very gory. The little girl that plays Megan, apparently she did all her own stunts. She's a talent. Yeah, she's like all of that shit that she did, like the crawling on all fours, when she got up in the forest. That was all her.
Oh, well, all right.
Yes, that's impressive. No, it's a fun movie. I actually recommend it. It's fun.
Let me ask you something. Okay. First half of that movie, were you kind of on Megan's side?
But yeah, everybody that she killed deserved to die.
Thank you.
Except for the end. Not the end. Like at the end,
very
end, you gotta relax.
The very end when she flipped out, like
yeah, when her fucking programming just started glitching, and I'm like, there was no reason for you to do that. But like some people, I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. You
I would have loved if this was just like a superhero who just does who uses extreme methods to protect. Like all the Megans out there just use extreme methods to protect their owners. That's it.
So it's the Punisher then.
Yeah, because what happened? Like with Megan, she gets paired to the child, so she protects the child at all costs. Yeah, and that cost is usually death. Yeah, and it's cool. It's a cool little movie. I know they're doing a second one. I understand why people really like it. But I feel like some people, the message kind of went over some people's heads, and they were like, "It's not bloody enough," which is it could have been a little bit more gory, but overall, it was fun. It was like a nice hour and 30 minutes, or hour and 40 minutes of. It's a good time. It's not scary. Like y'all should watch it.
No,
you and your wife.
I do want to see it. I'm not watching it with my wife.
Megan was funny
watch
too.
You can watch You People with your wife.
No,
you can watch You People. With your wife.
You can watch
you're on the same. You're in an interracial relationship, right?
Nah, we're not gonna throw dirt. We're not gonna throw dirt on our marriage by watching a bad movie. Like, nah.
Fucking Eddie Murphy being a fucking dickhead for no reason. Like, what the fuck, yo? Like, Eddie Murphy wasn't funny in that movie. It was really upsetting to me.
No, he was an asshole, yo. He was just an asshole.
Like, come on, man. You fake Muslim ass nigga. But anyway. Yeah. Megan is fun. Shit. Babylon is nuts. And You People is just the lowest hanging fruit. Yeah, it's the lowest hanging fruit for comedy. Just step your writing game up, man. God damn, Kenya. I didn't really like fucking Blackish, honestly. So I'm one of the few that didn't really fuck with that show. So,
Yeah. That's true.
It wasn't for me.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
Anyway.
All right. Topics this week.
Jafar Jackson, which...
That's his name.
Yo, them Jacksons is some weak.
He's the brother of Your Majesty.
Is he?
Yo.
Yeah. It's Your Majesty's brother.
Yo, naming a kid Your Majesty is just... That's grounds for child abuse, yo. Your Majesty
first.
Yeah, I saw in a thread about this, and they were like, "Yeah, his brother's name is Your Majesty," and somebody was like, "This is ridiculous," which I thought was pretty
cool. Shit! Michael Jackson's nephew Jafar is going to star in the Michael Jackson biopic Michael. Directed by Antoine Fuqua. Michael is expected to depict the complicated legacy of the man who became known as the King of Pop. According to the studio, the film will explore all aspects of his life, including the most iconic performances that led him to become one of the greatest entertainers of all time. I'm willing to venture a guess that maybe not every aspect.
Yeah, yo, they not getting into the nitty gritty. Nigga, they not. Yo, no way.
I feel like they should.
They should.
I feel like they should too. Absolutely, they
They're
should.
not
Like,
going
you
to.
can like somebody, but like, if you're gonna tell their story, like, tell the whole thing, man.
No, they.
Right.
You know how I know they're not? Because they cast his nephew. His
Yeah,
nephew's
because it's
not gonna
made
be a
in,
part of that.
yeah, it's made in cooperation with the Michael Jackson estate. So,
Well,
yeah,
we're just gonna get Bohemian Rhapsody, right?
right.
Yeah,
And
that's what
now I'm with Terrence. I'm out.
No, but at the same time, Bohemian Rhapsody was a very entertaining movie, though.
It was.
like it was.
It
But
was.
it didn't dig-
it
it didn't
was,
dig
but
in.
I like that movie for Rami Malek's performance.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I feel like Jafar is not going to bring the same.
You don't know
gravitas.
that. You don't
I
know
do
that.
know that, nigga.
You don't
I know that.
Nigga,
100%.
he couldn't even take care of that street rat Aladdin. I don't want to hear nothing. All right,
Name that
get the
nigga
hell
after
out.
Aladdin. How old is it, Jafar?
Yeah, yo, he is. Yo, he definitely is. He definitely is. He added an extra A to try to like throw us off the scent, but nah, he is named after Jafar from the movie.
Jafar Jackson was born. I know he's old. He's younger. Yeah, he was born in '96. When did Lion King? When did?
Nah, that's like
Aladdin come out?
95, yo. That's
93?
like, nah, that's
Yeah,
like
I thought
93,
Aladdin was like
95.
92, 93 or something like that.
Yeah, 92. Yeah, he named
Nah,
that.
yo.
nigga. Wow, he named his kid after the villain in Aladdin. That's some wild shit. Man. Like, come on, yo. I mean, he looks like him. He looks like him.
Yeah, it's
I don't-
good casting. It's actually pretty good casting.
Like,
I don't
can
know
he
if
act?
this kid can act. Right. I have no idea.
Like the singing, he doesn't need to sing because it's gonna fucking, just put Michael Jackson's voice in there. But like, can he act? I feel like he doesn't have an IMDb page, so no, he
course
can't.
And and look, as much as I like Michael Jackson's music, Michael Jackson was a weird dude, man. Like,
He really
there's like weird like idiosyncrasies of how he like moves and speaks. Ow! Like, what the fuck? Like, you gonna be able to do that, Jafar? You gonna be able to do that?
Like, you better go to. You're going to take some acting lessons because again, he doesn't have an IMDb
Micah,
page.
I
He
need
can't.
you to never do that again. I need you to never do that again. No, this is gonna be hard, yo. And this is the point.
Like, I know. Look, good.
This is the point in the show where I admit that I once, in elementary school during a talent show, tried to perform a Michael Jackson song. I did not make it. I did not make the cut at all.
This is the point of the show where I too did a Michael Jackson performance, and I fucking nailed it. The fuck out
At your wedding, nigga, we saw you. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I don't like. I love Antoine Fuqua. I don't want this. Yo. I don't want it. I don't care. I don't care that they got his nephew. I don't like. Nah, man. This is gonna be weird, yeah.
Okay,
Because it's gonna be stunt casting in it, and it's gonna be fucking
Oh
weird.
yeah.
Who's gonna play his father? Who's gonna play his mama?
Yeah.
Who's gonna play the
okay.
parents? Like,
Okay, can we at least say this? The Jackson 5, like the Jackson Family Saga or whatever the fuck it was called, that like 8-part series or 2-part series. The American Story or American Family. That is the definitive Michael Jackson story. That's an amazingly well done.
Right.
It's amazingly
ABC.
well done. Yeah, they did a great job. Yeah, I feel like you can't top that. Because that went all the way through. Like, it really did. I don't think you can top it.
Yeah, up until that point. When did that come out? Like 96 or something like that?
Yeah, it's in the mid-90s.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great. They had fucking
The Jacksons in American
from
Dream.
Welcome Back, Carter. Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Jason Weaver as Michael Jackson. That's
Yeah,
wild.
Jason Weaver played young Michael.
Yeah.
I don't see this being good. I don't. Like, they got him, and who's going to play older Michael?
They got
That's what I want to know.
Tilda Swinton. I don't know.
Like, they got him to play young Michael through like Jackson 5. Then you got the off the wall thriller Ben. No, he's too old to be Jackson 5 Michael Jackson.
No,
Yeah, he's got to be.
So
I think
He's
I don't
like-
even
he's
think
like-
he makes it. I don't even think he makes it to bad. right?
Nah, yo, he's
like
off
because
the, he's
Michael
off the
Jackson,
wall. He's off the wall, Michael Jackson.
He's off the wall and Thriller.
That's it.
Because once Bad came, he started changing the shit. Unless
Yeah,
they put
he
prosthetics on him.
Yo, if they do that, oof, yo, it's gonna just get
Be
Donald
the
Glover, yo. Just get Donald
Lex
Glover.
Alexander fucking situation going on here.
Nah, yo, just get Donald Glover to do it, yo.
All you gotta do, once you get to Bad, right? All you gotta do is just film the movie in negative, right? Like just put a negative filter on it, and he'll be fine.
It's fine.
I'll get a sister. Get Janet to play him. Fuck it.
Nah, bring Latoya in. She crazy. She'll do it for like She'll do it for
Who gonna play them? Who gonna play them? Who gonna play Latoya?
Latoya is insane, yo. She's insane.
Yo, Latoya is good. Whoever plays Latoya is going to that's got to be the Jared Leto House of Gucci performance. Yo.
Yo, she is is she still alive?
Probably.
She is nuts. Oof. All right. You know who can play
I
Latoya?
don't-
You know what? I can tell you who can play Latoya Jackson. No problem. Lil' Kim. No problem.
Ooh, damn.
What?
That's sad.
Yikes.
I agree with you.
I got nothing. Yo.
Yeah. Now Google image Latoya Jackson and tell me Lil' Kim couldn't play her. Or she could play Lil' Kim. Pick one. I don't know. Is there a Lil' Kim bio coming up? She could, yeah.
Oh,
she
wow.
Could. She could. By the way, an older Joe Jackson, I got to tell you, Deacon, this is your chance. Like,
Fuck.
this could be you, yeah. This could be you. I wouldn't be mad at you. Oh man, Latoya's
all right. Next up, Will Smith announces that he and Martin Lawrence are gonna be back for Old Boys 4. Bad Boys 4. Sony Pictures confirmed that the untitled sequel is in early pre-production. All right, well, I don't want to early pre-production.
Early pre-production.
Right.
What the fuck?
yeah, just say pre-production.
Right, like all right. But yeah. Mike, Larry, and Marcus are coming back as 56-year-old beat cops.
No, don't they? Aren't they on like a super team? Some shit like that.
They weren't like you 56, yo. You didn't want to try for the detective's exam?
Nah. They love beating up. They love beating up Latin dudes in Miami that much. They can't.
I guess. Hey, Jesus, man. But okay.
The end of Bad Boys for Life, which they really fucked that one up, didn't they?
Yeah, they really.
I mean, they made the joke when they on their fucking Instagram post. He made the joke. They made it like, yeah, this one is gonna be bad. Like the last one was Bad Boys for. Oh, they kind of like, yeah, they made the joke themselves. They like, we fucked that up. But like, he got a son. Is his son going to be in this one?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
And the third one, his son, he was like, yeah.
But he doesn't. He go to jail. He goes to jail or whatever, doesn't he?
No, but like at the end, wasn't there a post like a stinger? He's like, yeah, we need.
Oh, I don't remember. Oh, I don't think I saw the post-credit stinger. I think I was just like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, he was in jail, and then I think he said like, yeah. So he's going to be in this.
So is he gonna?
Right?
Yo, are they gonna like rehabilitate him and make him into a cop?
These niggas is almost 60, and like Martin needs to lose some fucking weight.
Yeah, he don't.
I seen that new movie.
Or does he? Or does he?
I mean,
is he just the size of the average beat cop?
You're right. You know what? He doesn't. It's fine.
It's the authenticity for me.
You can look up a gun. That's all you need.
It's giving me authenticity. Stop talking like that, please, for the love of God. Please stop talking like that.
Yeah, I don't. This nigga's gonna be like 60 years old.
I don't need more of these. I didn't think the last one was that great. I really did. I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine.
Yeah. Fine. I had a good time in the moment, but it's like junk food. You know what I mean? Like you just kind of forget about it. Like it's not as it's not as seminal as that first one, and it's not bonkers like the second one.
The second one is just stupid. The first
They
one is
fuck
still the
like
best.
we do. Like, all right, yo, all right. I don't need that.
The first movie is still the best by far.
I think the first movie is fucking Michael Bay's best movie, next to maybe The Rock and Pain.
Next to The Rock, and I would say The
Game.
Island. Oh, and Painting Game. I like The Island too. That's not bad.
The Island. Who?
People. They shit on Michael Bay. They shit on
Everyone
Michael
has
Bay.
seen every Michael Bay movie.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Except for those fucking. I tapped up the Transformers movies, but they've seen all his movies. I saw.
Oh man,
I haven't seen Ambulance.
Of course. Ambulance was a Michael Bay movie, yo. It was fine.
It looked like it.
It was fun.
It was.
It didn't have a car punch a guy in the face like it did in Transformers. So it was fine.
Oh.
And that Spider-Man with the camera though. It was going all kind of fucking drone shots. Was like that shit was crazy. I'm like,
yeah,
yo,
he discovered.
Put the
drones.
drone down, nigga. Like, calm down.
Hey, let's have a drone. Let's have a drone follow a guy during a on-foot chase scene. Yo, that's really not what drones are designed for.
Should be a little bit more exciting than that.
You could, if you need to, you could just have a guy with a camera running after the dude, or put the camera on a dolly or something, and just drone.
Drone.
He had a shot where I guess he was on top of a building, and he just like threw the drone off the building, and it just went straight to the ground, and then went under a car. I'm like, nigga, what is this? Why? What was the point? It was so stupid. But yeah, I don't know if I need this. I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, of course.
I don't know if I need it.
Yeah, I thought the third one was fine. It got a little weird with a like magical like hoodoo mom or whatever. I was like, all right, I got it. You believe in mysticism or whatever. I was like, all right, just kick her ass into a pit. Like we're done here. It's like magic does not exist in this world. Like just come on, knock it off.
I like how you said "in this world," as if it actually exists in the real world.
Yeah, not like
magic doesn't exist.
You don't know that.
I've seen David Blaine.
Next up, Amazon Studios is finalizing a deal for Criminal, a TV adaptation of Ed Brubaker and artist Sean Phillips' best-selling crime comic book series. Details are scarce, but the project, written by Brubaker, who serves as executive producer and showrunner, is described as an interlocking universe of crime stories based on his award-winning comics. I hear a writer's room for the potential series is up and running. A rep from Amazon Studios declined to comment. Look, I don't know anything about this, but Ed Brubaker is a great author, and Amazon puts on really good stuff. I'm almost finished Jack Ryan. I got 2 more episodes.
That's good.
And it's just fun.
It's
so good. I might rewatch the first 2 seasons, because I'm still in the mood for it.
Yeah, I literally finished the latest episode or the latest season of Jack Ryan, and then I turned on A Hunt for Red October immediately after that, which is also another Jack Ryan movie. And it was so funny because I was like my stepdad at the moment. I was like, I'm watching. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot this is directed by John McTiernan. I'm like looking at the cast. I'm like, this is a good ass movie. And I was having a sub. I was like, I'm just old. Like everybody was out of my house that evening. It was great.
I mean, you had a dad day, bro. You had a dad day.
Yo, I
put on a dad movie. You ate a dad sandwich.
I got a sub and wings. Look, if I had a beer, it was fine. It would have been over. Like it would have been, it just been done. But yeah, I've read some of Criminal. It's a decently long series, but I have read some of it. It's very good. It's very good. I mean, Ed Brubaker is a great writer. So, okay, yeah. There was talk of doing Criminal a while ago, and that kind of just, I don't know what happened with that. I guess it just fell through. But it's kind of cool to know that they're gonna do it. So, all right, I'm definitely interested.
Are you interested in more Matlock?
How could I not be?
CBS, shocker, orders a pilot for the Kathy Bates-led Matlock. The reboot we've all been praying for?
Yes.
Okay.
Who
Author
the
of
fuck
this
is
article.
Your grandma's going to be fucking hyped.
For the first time in nearly 30 years, we can rest easy. Ever since the end of seminal legal procedural Matlock, fans have been
You
fans
gotta
have been
relax. You
wondering.
guys gotta relax. You're putting a lot on Matlock's shoulders, yo. Come on.
Yeah, the AV Club is wild, man. There's huge Matlock fans, apparently.
Isn't that the same website
fans
that
have
couldn't
wondered-
handle Turning Red? The guy was like, "Hey, I can't handle all the Asian shit in Turning Red." Doesn't AV?
How can I relate to this? How can I relate to this Asian stuff?
This Asian can
Fans have wondered if ever, when and if ever, the criminal defense attorney Ben Matlock. That's his name, Ben Matlock. I don't know why. I don't know what I was.
Did you
I
think
was
his name was
never heard his
Matlock?
first name.
You think his
Yeah.
name was Matlock? Matlock?
Honestly, I thought his name was Matlock. I don't know, guys. I never watched Matlock.
You ain't spend no time at your grand. Y'all didn't spend any time at your grandmother's house.
You watched In the Heat of the Night, nigga.
Yeah, you watched The Heat of the Night and Matlock back to back.
No, my
Or
grandmother
Murder, She Wrote.
watched wrestling.
Your grandmother watched wrestling? Are you?
Yes, my grandmother watched wrestling. That's how I got into it.
That's
Following the death of Andy Griffith in 2012, it seems as though we'd never get another Matlock, which is how I'm going to pronounce it from now on.
Matlock.
Though we did, all right.
They're heaping too much
Matlock.
praise on Matlock.
Right.
Give him out a rest. The announcement came alongside another IP heavy pilot that CBS is producing. In addition to Matlock, the network ordered a pilot for another Good Wife spinoff. I need to tell my wife. Elsbeth. I don't know. All right. So Kathy Bates is going to be Matlock, and
It's fine.
yeah, that's fine. It's kind of weird.
She has to eat a hot dog in every episode. That was a thing in the original Matlock. He ate a hot dog in every episode. So she is.
Okay. I was about to say, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, no, I'm not just saying that randomly. So she's got to eat a glizzy every episode.
Did Matlock's heart lock up eating a fucking hot dog every episode?
He's just a country lawyer. Hey, maybe.
Ugh.
And the man loved the hot dog.
Damn.
Every single episode. Yeah, all right. Like, this is a reboot I'm never going to watch, but I'm happy for people who are happy. And I like Kathy Bates.
Good for those Matlock.
There's a lot of Matlock fans out
When
there.
does Matlock end? What year?
I don't know, man. I feel like Andy Griffith died playing that role. Like he was 100 years old, still solving mysteries and shit.
Nearly 30 years. So sometime
30.
in the
Final
90s.
1995. Okay, so who's clamoring for a Matlock reboot?
Somebody's grandmother's claiming for it. They want it.
Sure.
You never can tell. All right. The biggest news this week is the relaunch or the official launch of DC Studios. In the docket, we have the link to the James Gunn video. If you've not watched it, I can't imagine you haven't. It's about 5 minutes, I guess. And he kind of goes through all of the things that are happening, or some of the things that are happening in chapter 1 of the DC Studios launch, which he's calling the chapter Gods and Monsters. I broke it out into animation, movies, and then shows. So I'll go through this section. So it's going to be slightly out of order from how he presented it. First up, the animation, that's the very first thing coming out, is Creature Commandos, which I didn't know anything about this, but this was this started back in Weird War Tales 93. November of 1980. It was a team composed of a human leader, a werewolf, a vampire, a Frankenstein's monster, and a gorgon. This is going to be animated. He did show an image for it. So very kind of Suicide Squad-ish. It's kind of the feeling I get, but I think it's going to be a little bit more, even more off the wall for obvious reasons. But okay, he said he wrote all of the episodes for that already. So he didn't give a date, but that's coming. Then he talked about Waller, which is another animated series about Amanda Waller that takes place, from what I've read, takes place between season 1 and season 2 of Peacemaker. And Viola Davis is back voicing the character and will be, continuing on as Amanda Waller in the universe as well.
Can I say something that might be controversial?
Yes.
I think Viola Davis is way too good to be Amanda Waller.
That's not controversial at all. Angela Bassett was also Amanda Waller. She was also too good.
Yeah, I think I don't know if Amanda Waller was based off of Nell Carter, but that's all I can see. And you need somebody like, and I think you need somebody like Nell Carter was never. She was hilarious, right? She was a comedian. She was hilarious, but she was never like a superstar thespian. And look, I get it. Like, I'm not saying don't try to get superstar thespians to be in these things. I'm saying that these two women who played Amanda Waller were way too good. They're above this at this point in their careers.
Here's the thing.
Voice actor?
Well, she's going to be playing her throughout the entire universe anyway. Here's my thing with Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. She's never had a chance to really get into that character and do something really like. She's never been given much, right? She shows up from time to time and is like, "Black Adam, you better stay on that island." And he's like, "Oh, I'll leave if I want to." And he's like, "All right, fine, whatever." Right? Like, so she doesn't really have a chance to dig in. I think maybe they make her a much bigger character in that universe. Then I think it might feel like it's up to her.
I hope so, because you can't get that kind of talent like Viola Davis and just have her in the stinger for Black Adam.
Right.
You know
she is. Yeah, she's too big.
She is a headliner. She carries movies, yo. Like she carries Denzel Washington through scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
like I'm not gonna have this genius actor and just be like, and have her stand against The Rock.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That bothers me that he ever got to share the screen with her, even on a digital screen. The shit is offensive. Like, it's offensive. No. He should have to film his scene, mail it to Viola Davis, and then she decides how she's going to respond. Right? Like,
right.
Nah, you don't get to play against her. Knock that off. So yeah, it's going to be an animated series about her. So that's cool. So that'll actually give her time to actually be the main character for a bit. And then as they plug her back into the rest of the universe. So there is potential for her to really cut loose, I guess. Movies, Superman Legacy, which will be the first actual movie in the DC Studios. That comes out July 11th, 2025, which seems really far away, but it'll be here before you know it. I am so happy that they're starting with him. This is the first movie. This is the first real launch of DCU, or DC Studios. What are your thoughts on that? The talk is that Superman will be 25 years old, and that heroes will already exist in the world.
I can't wait. I love Superman, or at least the idea of Superman. I don't think he's corny. I don't think he's difficult to write. I think it's something that I know it's cool to be like, to tell stories that are bleak and grim. I don't need that all the time. Like, can I get some fucking balance, please? Like, The Last of Us is incredibly good, right? Like, and it pains me to like that show, but I really do. But
it
you
is
know,
the greatest video game ever.
shut up. We're starting that show off with the death of a child, for God's sakes. Like, can I get a Superman saving somebody, please? And I'm super excited for this. I feel like James Gunn gets what Superman is supposed to be. I kind of need that John Williams score, the theme. I kind of need it, man. It's a perfect piece of music. It's a perfect piece of just hopeful, uplifting. Like I feel like I can do shit when I hear that music. You know what I mean?
It's in my workout
and
mix.
it is in mine too. Like 3 different versions of it it's in my workout mix. So yeah, I'm super excited for this. It's
I was gonna say that's fucking corny, nigga.
Look.
I couldn't imagine working out to the Superman theme. That's just weird to me. I'm sorry.
My workout mix. My workout mix is I use that particular mix for jogging, and when I'm tired and I hear the bump bump, I'm like, oh shit, nigga, bump bump, and I just fucking and then as soon as like you hit a horn, that's when you take off, man. That's when you take off.
That's when you blow.
You want to put a cape on and run around the house like a child, nigga? Like what the fuck?
Nigga, you don't know me. Get out of here. You don't know me. You don't know my life. You don't know what the hell I'm going through. I put up with all this nonsense.
Why is Dad tying a towel around his neck? Because I want to. Shut up. I bought this towel. You ain't buying
it. Go to bed.
It's 3 in the afternoon. No, look, I think he gets it. I do. Like, I'll try to find that quote I sent you, Micah, where Gunn was talking about that. Yeah, he says, quote, it focuses on Superman balancing his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing. He is the embodiment of truth, justice in the American way. He is kindness in a world that thinks that kindness is old-fashioned. That's the fucking point. Like, and we'll talk about some of the other movies that are coming out and some of the other characters that are coming out. The whole point is to pit him against those things. Not like you use those other things that are bleak and dark and like Batman, for instance, and you play him against it to show how light he is and, how bright the character is. That's the point. To that point, the next movie up is The Authority, right? Which is basically a bunch of superheroes that are just like, oh, we'll kill people if we have to. We don't give a shit, right? So juxtaposing those two characters with each other is kind of a big deal. It's kind of a huge deal. Incidentally, it's not on the docket, but Superman Legacy and Batman Part 2, Matt Reeves' Batman, they come out the same year. Like Matt Reeves' Batman, I think is like November, and Superman Legacy is July. So that's kind of interesting. It's too bad they're not in the same universe, but that is interesting. We'll get a Batman and a Superman movie in the same year.
He made it known that like the Matt Reeves Batman is an Elseworlds tale, and Joker is also an Elseworlds tale. So it'll be interesting to see how they brand these things. They do it in the animation, but they can do it in the animation very easily because they have visual styles. Like if something has the same visual style, it's in that universe, and if it doesn't, it's an Elseworlds tale. So it'll be interesting to see how they do it.
Then we get after The Authority, we get the Brave and the Bold, which is the Batman solo story, or the Batman story, which is also going to have Damian Wayne in it. So we are finally going to get a Robin, and a Robin that we've never seen in live action before. I am very excited to see how they pull this.
Yeah, I'm super excited to have a young Robin, a Robin that's like an actual young person and not like a 30-year-old orphan played by Chris O'Donnell.
Right.
Like, yo, come on, yo.
But isn't he like super young? Like a kid?
He is a kid.
Oh, he's like
him up for the movie because that's going to look a little weird, right?
I think if you
yo.
make him, yo, you make him like 11 to
13-year-old?
12, yo. Yeah, you make him like 11 to 12.
Look,
Like
you saw
Hit
the like Hit Girl or the kid from Umbrella Academy, the youngest kid from Umbrella Academy, who was like
I didn't
smart.
What, I gotta
my
wait
6 hours
7
to
episodes
episode
before you
7.
show up? Nah, yeah.
So no, I did not watch Umbrella Academy.
Well, you can no, he needs to be a young kid. Otherwise it doesn't like work. Like it's a father-son story where the father is this weird hard ass and the son is a psycho.
Yeah, he's crazy.
which I can relate to. So yeah, I'm very excited to see this.
I can't believe they're doing it. This is based on Grant Morrison's run. I didn't read The Brave and the Bold, but I'm very interested to go back and read it. I'm also interested to read The Authority as well. Then Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. This is based on the Tom King run. I've never read that, but that is also interesting to have Superman show up and then, I don't know, maybe I guess a couple years later, Supergirl shows up in this universe too. Like they're doing a good job of not doing what DC did before, which is, oh, we don't know what we're going to do with Superman, so we'll just replace him with Supergirl. No, just put them all in the same universe, dude. Just like give everybody somebody to root for. Because if you notice, like so far, there's a chance for a lot of representation, which I think is really smart on their part, especially in the Authority. Because it's a team that most people don't really know, so you can just kind of do whatever you want. Then there is Swamp Thing. As Micah would say, this is my favorite comic book character because I read one book once and I mentioned it. Although I do like that movie from the 90s.
You came off as a bit of an authority. You came off as a bit of an authority on Swamp Thing.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge Swamp Thing guy.
Is lying. This nigga is lying.
I read one Wikipedia entry like everybody else on the internet. Oh, Swamp Thing, my favorite character. No, but I like that 90s movie. I didn't think it was bad. I've seen it a bunch of times. It's fucking weird. But the makeup was good. And the talk is that James Mangold is in talks to direct this now.
All right.
Look, let him write it and direct it. That's all he does his best work when he's writing and directing. So if he wants to do it, okay, that's fine by me. I mean, I got to tell you, Del Toro would have been the person I would have gone with. James Mangold is a great writer-director. I'm sure he'll do an amazing job. But you know what? Do your Swamp Thing movie, make it great, then let Del Toro do Justice League Dark. That's who I would hire because I think he would crush it. Or if you don't, he'll just do his own version and make it and get an Oscar for it because that's what he does. Shows. Lanterns. This will be on HBO. This is going to be featuring Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. And James Gunn described it as a True Detective style show. Micah, how excited are you for this?
I'm very excited. Look, I just want to see some more live action Green Lantern stuff that's not like too cheesy. And I get it. It's inherently cheesy because it's a comic book, but I'm curious. I mean, it is. They're like there's the space cops.
Yeah,
like,
space propaganda.
Yeah. I'm excited that everyone's favorite Lantern, Jon Stewart, is going to be in it. And Hal, how's Hal? He's got issues. True detective style. Like this is exciting because like some of the Green Lantern stories I've read are detective stories, like whodunits, right? Like they have to solve like a murder, and they're all like interesting. The only thing that I wish this kind of took place off planet, because there are a ton of Green Lanterns, and Earth is overrepresented when it comes to Green Lanterns.
Yeah, it really is.
There's a lot of human Green Lanterns, guys. I get why, but there's a lot of human Green Lanterns. When you got a white guy from South Baltimore as a Green Lantern, yeah, it's a little too many. But at the same time, like if Guy Gardner isn't there and doesn't have isn't doing his best South Baltimore accent.
Is that where
Like
he's
if
from?
he Guy Gardner's from Baltimore, yo.
I did not know that. That's really funny.
If it ain't played by who's the dude that played the Punisher? I can't remember his name right now. He was in
John Bernthal.
Yeah, if it ain't John Bernthal, I mean
that accent was fucking
that haircut. In that haircut with that
boy.
accent.
Yo, if John Bernthal gets a page boy haircut, yo, I'm done. Yo, I'm done. Like, nah, yo. Come on, yo, that's crazy.
But yeah, super excited for this.
Yeah, I think this is a really, really smart choice. I got to tell you, it's like it being described as a true detective type story. I think it's a really good way to do it. What will be interesting is, and I don't know if he was saying it out of shorthand, he said that this is an HBO series. I'm wondering, is this an HBO series or is this an HBO Max series? Right? Like, because that would be two wildly different things. You know what I mean? Like, if they got like real like HBO behind it, like that would be interesting. My guess is it's probably just HBO Max. But the other part,
HBO Max shows end up on HBO.
No, I know, like, but I guess what I'm referring to is there's a difference between the HBO Max series, and they're good, you know, they're totally fine. I enjoy a lot of them, and like Game of Thrones, you know what I mean, or you know, White Lotus, or any of those like super high end ones. I assume he means HBO Max, but he just said HBO. But the other thing about this that I like is that he doesn't say this, but I assume this is not being done by Greg Berlanti. Right? Like, so this is not going to have, it's not going to have that same WB or CW aesthetic, which I think is a good thing. Like, really make this its own thing. So, I'm actually kind of happy to hear that. After that, the next TV show,
Paradise Lost. This is taking place on Paradise Island, aka Themyscira, and he described it as a Game of Thrones set in that part of the world. Feels like a nice way to get rid of Gal Gadot, if you ask me. And I think that's exactly what this is. I think this is a complete reboot of that island, and out of that, she will be born and then moving on. I don't think Gal Gadot or Gal Gadot is going to be doing any more of these roles as Wonder Woman. I doubt it.
Oh no, what am I going to do? Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, like pick someone else. I don't know why they're kind of holding back on that, but I don't think so. I think that role is done. Look, if you want, and I would even be okay with it, cast her as Hippolyta. Like, cast her as another major character in that universe. No, I don't want it. I'm just saying if they feel like they have to. I would rather them send her home. Here's all the money. Go home. Just go be in Red Notice or whatever. But if they feel they have to keep her around, make her a character. No, it's fine. She can even train the new Wonder Woman. It's fine. I don't give a shit.
No.
Yeah. No. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Paradise Lost. I'm pretty interested to see how that's going to work.
I'm of the opposite way. I think that if you want to bring any other Themysciran from Snyder's movies to be in this, that's fine. Just not Gal Gadot.
What about Nubia?
That's I ain't got no problem with that.
I bet you.
I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah.
Get that woman from who was in True Blood to be Nubia.
Oh yeah, she was jacked as fuck on that show.
Yeah.
She's got to be too old at this point, right?
Nah.
Tina Wesley.
Yeah,
whatever her name is.
She's 50.
She's 50?
Oh no, she's 44.
Because I felt like she was a lot older than I thought she was when that show was on.
She is 44 years old.
Still looks great. Yeah. I remember I was like, does everyone else notice how jacked this woman is for no goddamn reason? She was. It's crazy. Last but not least, Booster Gold is getting a show. This makes all the sense in the world. Dude from the future, total loser, uses future technology to come back into the past and become a superhero. Look, Blue Beetle's happening. That's clearly being rolled into this universe. It's only like the best move is to make Booster Gold roughly the same age as the kid who's playing Blue Beetle, so they can team up at some point, because that's a fan favorite team in the DC universe. So I don't see why not.
I think Booster Gold has the potential to be one of the best things to come out of this.
Oh, this has Peacemaker written all over it to me.
Yeah. I'm. This is the dark horse, folks. Like, this thing is gonna be great.
All right, we shall see. It'd be cool. It'd be cool if it worked. It really would be. No, I'm feeling pretty optimistic, honestly. I really am. I think this could be really good. Do you have any?
It's a plan.
Yeah, and I think it's a good plan. So, Gunn says this is their chapter 1. It is not all of it, but this is a lot of it. Any casting thoughts on any of these characters? I have one.
I think I know what you're going to say, so I'm not going to steal it. Look, I have no idea about casting. He says we're going to link everything together. We're going to link movies and animation and games and all that together. Yeah. And with the same actors. And then as I watched the video again, he said, we're going to try to get the same actors. Yeah. Okay. I just, for games, like, the voice actors are, I don't want voice actors to lose jobs. And yes, I know I was on here a couple of months ago talking about how I don't think Charles Martinet should be voicing Mario in the Mario movie. I don't really think Charles Martinet is acting in those Mario games. Okay. But I'm sorry, I don't. But I do think people like Tara Strong, I think people like her, she acts in these games. So, I would hope that these well-established voice actors can keep getting gigs. Also, you get if you get a bunch of celebrities doing your video games are going to take longer and they might cost a little more. So, let's just. But I like the idea. But like, voice actors are very good at mimicking people. As far as casting goes, I mean, wouldn't it be bold to like cast a Hispanic Superman? Not necessarily like a full on like
it's already been a Japanese Superman.
Cholo. But
did you what?
Who?
Fucking Dean Cain.
Yeah, Dean Cain is Japanese.
Oh, Dean Cain is Japanese?
Yeah. For all y'all motherfuckers got all super mad and Dean Cain trying to act like he's not Japanese when they started racially swapping other actors for characters. He's like, I don't know if that's right. Bitch, you're Japanese. You're Japanese. Yeah. It's right in your fucking Wikipedia. Knock it off.
I think it would hit the nail on the head a little bit, but like, if you're gonna do the whole, I have to balance my Kryptonian heritage with my human side. I mean, that sounds a lot like I gotta balance my culture with this with American culture, you know,
Mhm.
the culture I came from versus this American culture, and assimilate but still be myself. I feel like someone with lived experience can really pull that off effortlessly. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think they're going that route.
No, I don't think they're going to do that at
No.
all.
I mean,
But,
I think that would certainly be a bold move, but like the first one out the gate, nah, I don't see that. That
Niggas
doesn't.
would blow up fucking WB Studios.
yeah, they'd be like,
Like, if you said it was a
absolutely
fucking
not.
Hispanic Superman. No,
Like, nah, they're not buying that.
and it would blow up.
Yeah, and he would probably do very well. Like, but after people settle down. No, I think a really good choice. Glenn Powell for Hal Jordan. I think that's a pretty good.
Nigga from
Top
Gun.
yeah, they typecasting that dude, Stop typecasting that dude. That dude's in devotion. That dude is in devotion.
I know,
as
as
a fighter.
a pilot. Yeah.
He was. I was like,
Oh,
this
that's
is really
right. Hal
weird.
Jordan is a pilot too. That's right. I totally forgot. I totally forgot. Like the guy looks good. The guy looks good in a bomber jacket, I guess. Just keep putting him in. Well, he wants to be Captain Planet too, so like whatever. That's
Glenn Powell. I had to think for a second because Glenn Powell is the blackest name I've ever heard from a white guy. Glenn Powell. Nah, yo. Nah. That's a black name. Get out of here, Glenn Powell. I like that though. I like that.
Yeah, I think
he's got that kind of like arrogant dickishness. Like he's got that face.
Yeah,
so,
he's got a dick face.
I like
he's got a dick face. And Hal Jordan's kind of a dick. Like he's kind of a dick.
Yeah, he is. He's very much a dick.
Yeah, so that actually works. Do you want a younger or older Jon Stewart? Comparative to Hal?
They got to be contemporaries, man. They got to be within a couple years of each other. I think for that dynamic to truly work, I don't need him being older because then you get like magical Negro syndrome, kind of creeping in. I don't need him to be younger because it's like, all right, boy, this is what you do. Like, don't call Jon Stewart boy. So yeah, I feel like they got to be contemporaries.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Yeah, I don't have any thoughts as far as casting for Superman. I know there's a bunch of young actors that people are vying for. I don't know any of them. Batman, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think if Superman is supposed to be 25, Batman should be a little bit older than him. Obviously, because Batman has a son, right? Like, so Batman should at least be mid-30s. If you got like a son that's like 11, you're out there, wild raw dogging Talia al Ghul. Yeah, Batman is going to be interesting because he said that this is the start of bringing the Bat family on screen. So like you're going to get, Batgirl and I assume Nightwing and all these other ones. So that's kind of dope. Like to really kind of jump into that. Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to that. So kind of jumping in where he's already been Batman for a number of years too. Which is cool because then you get both aspects of Batman on screen. You get the young Batman and Matt Reeves stuff, and then you get this more seasoned Batman having fun in the regular DCU. So, all right. But I don't have any casting thoughts on that. Or casting thoughts on a new Wonder Woman, but I am checking all of my Instagram feeds to find out one. Trust me, I am. I'm looking hard. All right, let's jump to What the Fuck, brought to you by JTD from the Edit That Out podcast.
Woman left with car key sticking out of her face in a freak accident.
Jesus.
China.
A young woman needed to be hospitalized after a car key got lodged in her face when her friend casually tossed it to her. Renee Lariviere, I don't know. A 24-year-old woman from Sudbury, Canada, was leaving her apartment to visit a local McDonald's. Should have went to Tim Hortons.
I'm sorry. We got a key stuck in the face.
There's pictures too, guys. When she asked a friend to toss her the keys that she had forgotten, what was supposed to be an easy catch turned into be a fumble, and the car key somehow ricocheted from her hand into her face.
Jesus. Her face, her eye.
Her cheek. So if you scroll down, Jesus Christ, it's right here.
Oh, that's pretty lucky, dude. That is pretty lucky. Oh,
God damn.
Yo, she didn't just toss you the keys, yo. She threw that bitch like Nolan Ryan. Yo, how the fuck did that happen?
Nolan Ryan.
Like, what is...
Well, that's the thing, right? She said the article says that it ricocheted from her hand into her face. Now I don't understand how that happened, yo.
Oh wait,
like, how does the
ricochet off of her? Like she threw it and it was like.
No, she tried to catch it and it bounced off her and just popped back up off her. Like, so I guess she was like trying to catch it and like she did one of these things.
And then she grabbed it, and then she grabbed it like a knife, right? And then she grabbed it like a knife, and then she turned it. She turned it like this, right? And then she went, ah! And like, oh man, I caught it the wrong way. I don't understand how you get a key lodged into your face, yo.
Nah, this in there too. Like,
decently in. Ugh.
It's in there like you're about to start her face up. Yeah, like you waiting for her face to turn over. Like it's not.
Well, it's cold outside.
How the fuck did you pull that off? And it's not like those keys are flat, on the end. It's on a key fob. It's not like a house key.
Right.
It's a car key.
Right.
Renee's friends called an ambulance, and as soon as it arrived at the hospital, she received a CT scan. And a plastic surgeon was called to remove the car key and stitch up the wound. The scan revealed that the object had become embedded 1.5 inches deep into her nasal cavity. So for those of you that don't know what 1.5 inches is, one digit on your finger is about 1 inch. So one of these and then halfway down the next one.
Oh.
Yeah, yo.
That's really disturbing.
The quote: there were doctors coming. There were doctors coming from different departments to see it because they couldn't believe it.
That's how you know you fucked up.
Insane.
One of them came to take pictures so he could show his students. I'd be pretty fucking pissed.
Look at this. Look at this.
Hey, yo, look at this dummy right here, yo. Look at this dummy. How you do this, yo? How you do it? How you do it, lady? Tell me. Tell me, because I want to quiz my students on, and I need to know the right answer.
But, never to be outdone, you got to put it on TikTok so that you can get 16.2 million views. Of course.
Yo, this is the world we live in, yo.
It's the worst. It is the worst. It's the worst fucking world. My God. All right, Terrence, you're up.
Let's see what it is. A mother feels pop as parasite crawls out of eyelid.
Oh.
What the
Terrence is going to beat up JTT. That's really gross, man.
A woman was left with the worst pain she had ever felt from a parasite that burrowed into her eyelid. Louise Edwards woke up on on the 22nd of July with what she described as a spot above the skin on her right eye. Miss Edwards of this place thought she had been bitten by a bug, but sought medical treatment after the wound got bigger. The 34-year-old mother went to St. Paul's Eye Hospital following the following day and was sent home with antibiotics. Acting on the advice of her neighbor, Miss Edwards said she then used boiling water to draw out whatever was in her. What?
Boiling water to draw
out whatever was in her eyelid.
Oh my
She
God.
said she felt a popping sensation and some sort of parasite with legs began crawling out of the wound.
Blind me, yo. Just blind me, yo. Just blind me, yo. Come on.
Miss Edwards, who had visited Turkey the previous month and used her caravan the week before waking up with the bite, said she didn't know what might have caused it.
Nah, I'm not going to Turkey, yo. And that was on my list.
Don't blame Turkey for this. Don't blame Turkey. Don't blame Turkey for this.
This happens in Turkey.
You were doing some weird fucking ass to mouth shit with a dog or some shit. And this is a white lady from Florida. Get out of here. You're doing some weird shit. You know how people love their dogs and want to kiss all on them and all that. Nah, yo. Yeah. And then you went ass to mouth with a dog. It gave you a ringworm, and then you had to flush this shit out.
That's how you know. Man. That's how you know Mike is black as shit. Only black people bring out ringworms. You know? They the only ones. We the only ones.
She then took the parasite back to the hospital, where one nurse laughed and said it looked like something out of an alien movie. That's not very funny, first of all.
What's up with these doctors nowadays?
Like,
God damn.
Come on, you have no empathy. Like, oh, that shit's hilarious, bitch.
Yo, can I take a picture of that?
I could have died, yo. I could have died.
Wow. No, it wasn't Florida. Jim.
No.
I'll take a guess.
China.
Liverpool. Allerton, Liverpool is where she took.
So over there.
One person wrote online the parasite looked like something. Yeah, this is pretty gross. Ugh. This is what came at her fucking eyelid?
Yo, this thing looks like Calvin from that movie Life.
No, yo, I'm not clicking on that, yo. No.
It does. Ew. That's gross.
That was a disturbing movie. It was very good.
Yeah, it was.
That should have been their Venom movie. Stupids. Man sues woman who rejected him for $3 million over emotional trauma.
I mean, this could literally be anywhere on the internet. The internet. That's my answer. The internet.
I just assumed this was an Andrew. I just assumed this was an Andrew Tate story.
No, Romania.
That guy's a moron. A man has sued a woman who rejected him for $3 million, claiming that she caused emotional trauma to his life. The man filed a lawsuit against this woman after she told him she wasn't interested in a romantic relationship with him, according to a newspaper.
Is it dollars or yen? I'm going to Japan.
It just says dollars.
Okay.
But I'll just tell you that's not significant to where it is. He claimed that due to the remarks she made, he lost earnings from his business partnerships and had to pay high costs for therapy in order to overcome his trauma. The second lawsuit was a $22,000 court claim in which the man alleged that she had breached their agreement about working on their relationship. Yeah, get your money, King.
Was it a written contract, nigga? What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
What? She said,
like what?
She said she was going to work on a relationship. I'm going to need $22,000 from that. Like, no. He claimed that the breach had He claimed that the breach had negatively impacted the earnings he received at his quote active high capital trader by night and busy CEO by day job. He also alleged that the breach required him to look for, quote, deeper psychological assistance. Oh, this dude is a punk bitch. Like, he really is. Yeah.
Florida.
Florida?
I have no fucking clue. This could literally be anywhere in the world. Because men are fucking insane.
Yeah, my answer is the internet. Because like of all the like men telling each other how to be men and manly and what's masculine. Like, there's
Follow me.
a lot of punk. There's a lot of punk bitches out there. Like, you like me, so now I'm gonna sue you. What the fuck?
$3 million? Yo, I'm like, get the fuck out of my courtroom, nigga.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. The answer is Singapore, by the way.
Jesus Christ!
Like what?
What's happening? Why are there so many podcasts with these niggas? There's way too many of those podcasts.
Yeah, there are. I'm an alpha male. That's why I subscribe to Alpha Male's weekly podcast so I can learn how to be an alpha male. Okay. We're having a nigga in a robe tell me during robe talk how to be a real man. All right. I would love to interview any of those guys. I'd be like, is this for real? Because you guys all seem ridiculous. All of
do you think you could do either of you think you could pull off that grift? Like, do you think you're good enough actors that you can like? No.
I don't talk well enough. I couldn't do it.
You know what?
I just don't. I don't talk well enough. I don't like my brain. Like what's in my brain and what comes out of my mouth, it don't work right. So I couldn't do it. So I couldn't do it by myself. I'd be like,
you would need a script. I love it.
Yeah, I would have to write something down.
I couldn't do it.
No, I couldn't do it. Because I'd be like, yo, I look like an idiot.
I couldn't say things like that because I don't believe them.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like I can't say things that I don't believe and not like
laugh.
Have it written all over my face.
Right. Like I could say it, but I'd probably laugh through it. So it wouldn't be genuine. You know what I mean? Like,
shit is insane. They all say the same shit, and none of them are married. None of them are in relationships. Why am I taking advice from you, nigga?
Right. Not even that they're not married. They're not even in relationships, like you said. Like
these women out here. Like these women out here. Look, if you a high value man, you be able to get a high value woman. Are you single? Yeah, I've been single for 30 years. Then what the fuck am I listening to you for? I think it's like low grade. It's like that clip that I sent you guys. It was like, I know you feel like you have something to offer, and I mean this nicely. You don't?
Yo.
Like, god damn.
Yeah, she was.
You know what though? You know what?
She's
probably her best. I mean, like, you need to hear that.
You do.
Like, you do. You need to hear that.
Oh, I don't know how I would take that without being offended. It's like, yeah.
I mean, maybe you should be offended and then do something about it. Yeah, like, if that's how people, because that's how people perceive you, yo. Like that was the best thing that she could have ever told that dude.
Yeah.
It was fucking hilarious.
Maybe you don't. It's like, oh shit. Wake your ass up. All right, trailers this week. Look, I don't know how I feel about this. Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. I don't know that I like Guy Ritchie movies that are not British gangster movies.
About English gangsters. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this doesn't look like badly made or poorly acted. I think I just don't care. Like, why aren't you in a pub?
Just looks like a war movie to me. Doesn't look like anything special.
I mean, seeing
Jake Gyllenhaal
get cracked with the butt of a rifle in the head is just fucked up. Like, Jesus. No, I don't think I care. I don't care about this military movie at all.
What's his name? Stars.
Yeah, I did notice he's in it.
I don't know. I would I'd watch it, but I'd watch it on like Netflix. You know what I mean? Like this
I'm not seeing this in theaters.
Yeah, this ain't a a date movie. You know what I mean?
Fun time watching Jake Gyllenhaal get beaten up. Yeah, I don't know. Guy Ritchie is just not the director I want to see do movies like this, and that's fucked up because he should be able to like do whatever he wants. But I just think he's really good at English gangster movies.
He's painting himself into a corner.
Yeah, yes,
it's his fault. It's his fault.
But they're really good.
Yeah,
they're almost universally great. But okay,
Like they're not even like English military men. You know what I mean?
no, they're just regular dudes.
Like it's like where's the Cockney accents, bro? Where's the like I want to hear that coming out of your characters, yo.
Like if Jason Statham showed up in the second half of this trailer, then I would have been all in. I'd be like, all right, this is like, you know, give me some slick music and then I'm all in. But yeah, I don't think I care. And I'm also just really tired of war movies focusing on Afghanistan and Iraq. I just give me some future war shit where we're all killing each other over water or whatever. You know, it's like 5 years. Yeah, I just don't give a shit. All right. Anything else this week before we get out of here?
No.
No.
No. Last of Us is very good, and everyone should watch Fleischman is in Trouble.
I'm reading the book now. The book, like they pull a lot from the book, like direct
well, she
lines.
was a showrunner.
It's great. No, I know.
Well,
I know.
yeah, because the show was way too literary. So I would imagine
that was a complaint. Yeah, that was a complaint. Like,
book.
it's based on a book.
That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of enjoyment out of midlife crisis shows which is just kind of wild. I guess that's where I am in my life.
Nigga, all the fitness talk you talk about, yeah, I could have told you that. trying to get swole in your 40s, bruh. What?
Hey. Life is finite, man. Like, what can I tell you?
Nah, be fat and happy. Well, maybe not fat, but be happy.
There's an Instagram thing that people play like audio, and it was like, oh, when people see me, they're like, oh, you wear your weight well. Like, yeah, you wear it. It was like, bitch, my knees hurt. like, shut up.
Yeah, that's fucked up, yo. You wear your weight well?
Yeah, like you're 270, you wear it well. Like, bitch, my knees hurt. Like, the fuck?
Man, that layer of fat around you really complements the rest of your body.
Like I'm pretty sure I can't control what part of me gets fat and how. like that's just not.
Jesus.
Yeah, those people.
You imagine going up to Zadie and say, "Man, you wear your blackness very well."
Hey, look. Hey, guess what?
I mean,
as I apply for jobs, yeah, I kind of can imagine that actually. Sometimes you gotta hide your face. More on that later.
So fucked.
I will tell that detailed story in perhaps a couple of weeks or days on the podcast. All right, that is it for us. We will see you guys next time.
See ya.
Take it easy.